Hello everyone, Railcraft here. As you can see, I'm back in FTB ready for another episode. Now, I did a lot of prep work today. Actually, quite a bit. More than I was anticipating, but I just kind of gave in and decided to go all out and be ready for this episode with a nice change here. As you can see, all my IndustrialCraft machine except the centrifuge thing is gone. Now, I originally intended to have the IndustrialCraft machines up here. With the ME interfaces and kind of automate the process from up here. But it just felt cramped, especially having a one thick wall here. Trying to run all the cables and because I will also need an export bus, the ME interface, the power cable, and then some kind of redstone signal to keep the machines running. So I pretty much need 4 faces of the block on each one of them, and over here, it just didn't have the space on this, I don't know, and behind this wall, it wouldn't look right. I don't know, I didn't like the way it would look that way. Now, I also decided to make a new room. Now, that's all the way down, but then I had a little issue, not really an issue, but a dilemma, and a way to get down there. Now, I already had the stairs to go down, but I didn't really like the fact that it took so long to go up and down the stairs, so I just pretty much made a chute. Pretty much go up and down the 3 levels, especially since I can fly. It's a lot quicker than going up and down the stairs. As you can see here, actually I forgot to remove these barrels. Actually made a few more deep storage units, I think they're called. I made quite a few extra actually. I'm up to 12, I think, and I'll show you why. Pretty much I made this room. I'm really proud of the way this thing came out. Pretty much has everything here. I pretty much moved everything from the 2nd floor to here. Pretty much this is my whole processing area. As you can see, a lot of the cables are hidden underneath the floor and behind the wall. So it's very clean, very efficient with the space, and I don't know, it's just very accessible. Because if you guys realize, last time around I had the deep storage units pretty much in front of these on the 2nd floor, and it would be hard to access the interface of the power furnace. Now, I actually had to remove everything pretty much, obviously, and a lot of these interfaces here, I've slowly populated them again with the correct filter, I guess, and I'm still waiting for a few things like the gold ore, I believe, and the silver and all that stuff, especially in the in the ore department here. I'm a bit short on ores, as you can see. So I'm just waiting for the quarry to get a little bit deeper, and I'll start getting some ores that don't get processed, and I'll manually add them to the export buses, as you can see. Also, I have all my IndustrialCraft machines here. So pretty much what it comes down to is these 4 right here, these 2 powered furnaces and these 2 pulverizers, are just in charge of processing the ore from the quarry. That's all they're in charge of. I don't want to have a ME interface above them because I don't want them to craft anything. I just want to process the ores and the dusts. That's all they're in charge of, and that way it frees up these machines to take care of the crafting, or any smelting, macerating, compression, or other stuff. I also decided to add this one, the plate bending machine, especially since a lot of recipes with GregTech require plates instead of just ingots. So I just figured it was smart to add this thing into the crafting interface. Now I did add another ME terminal here, so I can have quick access instead of having to go up and down. I moved my pre-formatter down here as well, since I have access to everything here. And here, what I've done is I have the original 6, which are the Mystcraft blocks and the crystal thing. I forgot which one it is. It's one of these. Obviously, it's going to be one of the last ones I choose. Yep, this quartz crystal stuff. So that's pretty much the obvious choice because that's what I had in last episode. But what I also added here are dirt, flint, which I was getting a lot of, and I didn't notice in the last episode. I actually have quite a lot of flint, up to 1,000 almost now. And that's because the quarry sometimes gets gravel, sometimes gets flint, and I have forgotten about that. So I added a unit storage for that. I have my cobblestone and my gravel here. That's mainly just in case I need some stone for a recipe, I can set a crafting pattern for that as well, and the cobblestone is already in the system. Prefer these obviously over the barrels. One, for me, it's actually easier to get to make these things, because obviously transmuting the ender pearls is not an issue. If I didn't have ender pearls, then it would be a lot harder. Obviously the barrels is just wood. But here is just, for what it's worth, they have pretty much no space limitation, and they're great. Now these two are empty. I have the storage buses upside down. That way it doesn't interact with the blocks, because I noticed that if I was getting a new item into the system that didn't have it previously in the disk, it would send it to the storage bus. Like, it would give it higher priority. Not only can change this, I believe, like this. Yep, you can change the priority on the block, but that's not really what I'm interested in. I like the priority the way it's set right now. Is the higher priority, I believe it's at right now. But I don't have anything to put in there, at least now. I'm going to consider maybe adding coal, because where's my coal? Yeah, I'm up to 3,600, so I might actually just do that after the episode, because it takes a little bit of time getting all the stacks out, and so I might put the coal in one of these things, because it's wasting a lot of space, and you get plenty of it with the quarry. So it's probably not a bad call. It actually have double the amount that I do with dirt and gravel and other stuff. So it's definitely something I want to do. I wonder which disk it's in. I don't know if I pre-formatted coal into one of the top bigger disks, or if it's in one of the smaller ones. As you can see, it went down drastically from the last episode, especially for the Zycraft blocks that was in the other disk. It was up to 3,000 something, and even though the core has been running for a few hours, it's actually a lot less now than it was before. Now, I did leave my molecular assembler thing up here, because couldn't be bothered to move it down. Didn't make sense to move it down, really. So I just left it here, especially as it's connected down to the rest of the system. So as you can see, it looks a lot cleaner. It gives me a lot more room to expand my MJ production here. I can move this thing out of the way, put it somewhere else, I don't know where, and add some extra engines here if that's the case. If I move up to high pressure, which it's almost a certainty now. What I'm not sure if I should do it on camera or not, since it's something pretty tedious, and it takes a long time for the thing to heat up, so it doesn't really make sense for me to do it on camera. Oh yeah, here's the other thing I changed. Pretty much the ME network, it's all connected now with medium voltage, so it's coming out of here straight down before it hits the transformer, and then here it goes down to the IndustryCraft machines. So the IndustryCraft machines are running on a separate, well, not really a separate network per se, because it's still coming out of the same MFE, but it has a different power unit, I guess you can call it. Let's grab some steak here. And that's pretty much it, I think, as far as changes. Thumbcraft, I haven't really messed with it at all day. This thing, how's it going? It's 1,200 buckets. I haven't had, obviously, any need to turn the refineries on. I probably won't turn those on until I get my high-pressure boiler back on and I get more power in. That way it doesn't slow down the quarry. Even though I'm definitely not struggling for resources anymore. What I might do here is actually move the... Yeah, that's probably something I'll do off camera as well. It's just a lot of digging and replacing blocks. I'll probably upgrade these into the thermal generators. I've been saying this for a few episodes now. And just kind of move it, maybe open up this area a little bit and move that out of the way. I don't like the way it's like on top of the tank here. And yeah, probably move a few things around. Right, so what I need now is to make those empty patterns. So let's just go up here where I have my the rest of my stuff here. Let's see, it's a ME pattern disk or empty pattern. Let me just look for pattern. I think it'll be better. There you go. ME encoded assembly pattern, blank pattern. Okay. Now, what do we have here? Right, so it was just iron, a lot of quartz, and glowstone. So, let's see. I need a lot of glass. I have a little, well, not a lot, but, you know. Quartz crystals. Now, like I mentioned, I pretty much want to get everything automated. I'm going to do a lot of it on this episode. I'm already 10 minutes in, going over all the updates. But anything that's not really extraordinary, I'll just mainly go over the basics in case you guys don't know how to do it. Well, myself, I haven't really done it, but I kind of have an idea. I've done a little bit of digging, so it should be okay. This time around, and I need a lot of iron, so I'm just gonna grab a few stacks of iron. Should probably grab another stack of glowstone because I need 3 of those each. Now let's see how many I can make with this blank pattern. Here we go. Make 31. What am I short on? Yeah, I'm short on glass. Okay. So I'll make 31 for now. And now let's see here. I need the pattern encoder. That's another thing I need. Okay, just a crafting table and conversion matrix. That shouldn't be too hard to make. So I just need some more iron. I think I have some wood here, so what I need here is just this thing. I'm glad I made a bunch of those. Actually, I'm down to 9 because I think I had like 16 left over, but I made a bunch of extra blocks for downstairs. Let's see here. 64 iron ingots. What am I looking for now? Oh, right, redstone, I believe. One more quartz crystal. Right, so let's see here. Alright, I need 1, perfect. Now I just gotta make a crafting table. Gotta make sure I completely empty out the... That's not it. The project table so I don't crash again like last time around. Now I'm a bit disappointed the way the last episode came out, with 2 crashes in the episode, but trying to undo and redo everything I did in the episodes was would have been a lot of hassle, and I do apologize the way it came out with 2 crashes, and I don't know, it just felt very I don't want to say unprofessional because I'm not really professional at this, but unclean. Let me just put it that way. Right, so let's just put the rest of the stuff in. Actually, I need iron. I need some refined iron. So these are some of the first few recipes I'm interested in making. Where is it? Where is it? I had some refined iron here. There's some here. Some sand. Don't have any glass left over. Okay, I don't have any glass at all. Well, I can't really search there. I mean, I could with any eye, but it's not a quick. Alright, so what I'm going to do is grab some glass here. I need some more sand. Cook it up. And I go straight into the system right away. So that's good. That's what it's supposed to do. Now, the pattern encoder, I don't know if it needs power, but I'm just going to place it here for now. Now, if I put the sand here, and then I put the glass here into an empty one, encode, there you go, crash 1 glass with sand, and then I put it into this one. I believe that's how it should work now. There you go, craft. Now if I click here, I want a stack of 64, begin. There we go. So that's working. It should have sent the whole stack of sand here. Unfortunately, it doesn't recognize that it has 2 inputs. But that also means that I can send it to do something else with another item here. Like, for example, refined iron. I can, oh, did I grab your steel? Okay. Glad I caught that before I made the pattern. So I could also send it to make some refined iron while it's doing glass, and it shouldn't clog up because it has 2 inputs and 2 outputs. So that's good. That's pretty much what it is. It's pretty simple, actually. I'm surprised how easy it was when I first tried it. Right, so there's some refined iron as well. So let's quickly make one of these. If I put iron, it gives me refined iron. So just gotta put a blank one in there and code it from 1 iron. Perfect. Okay, I was wondering if it stayed in there or not. What the hell's going on outside? Somebody with a very loud car stereo. Hopefully that doesn't come through the mic. Oh well. Right, so right now I have 3. Remove all 3 of those, and I can make let's say 64 of those things. Where's the refined iron? There you go, it's coming through. Whoa, no lag. So that's all working properly. So let me just dump not there, to here, all this stuff back into the system. And that's as far as some basic items here. Now, some of the more advanced stuff. I want to make some copper cables, for example. For copper cables, I need some bronze, and a bronze copper, some rubber. Should have some in the system here. That's another thing I should probably take a look at getting some sticky resin and then putting it into the system. There you go. So that gives me 6 copper cables. Perfect. Now this thing, I believe I have to put it into the machine over here. So I can just put that in there, and it just holds shift and you can see what you can craft from there. Now I'm not sure if I already put the copper cables into the system. No, I didn't, so I can just easily, Now in this case it will craft 6 at a time, so even if I hit 1, it will make 6. So this is kind of like how many iterations it will process the crafting pattern. So if I just want to make, let's say 5 times 6, it will make me 30. So there you go. I wonder how fast it is, because right now it's only made 6. Now I need a crafting monitor. I think that's what I need. A crafting monitor. Crafting monitor. Okay. Now I don't know if this is the one I had. No, I'm gonna break it just to see what it is. Crafting terminal. Is this the same thing? Crafting CPU. Okay, I'm just gonna break it real quick to make sure. Okay, it is a crafting terminal, so it's not a crafting monitor, because this should show me what's processing and what it needs. All right, so I need one of these basic processors. So I have one of those ME cable, glass, and iron. That shouldn't be so hard to make at all. Some iron and some glass. Crafting monitor. Here we go. 1. Perfect. Now I'm going to leave this one here, because here's where I'm mainly going to be working on it. I'm downstairs for now just to check on Alright, currently crafting, nothing. Currently missing materials, nothing. Okay, so that's looking okay, but how much did it make? It only made 6 of these. So I'm wondering if this has changed somehow. Because I thought it was by iterations, or... So let's see, if I make 10, it should make 12 then? Is that how it's going to work? Yep, it sure did. It made 12. Wow, that's really quick then. So I was completely off. It has nothing to do with iterations. It's just how many it'll try to make the number that you give it. It will probably make a little bit more. It will never make less than what you ask for it. So if it makes 6 at a time, you ask for 7, it should give me 12. Yep, it sure did. Okay, so I'm glad I sorted that out. I must have misunderstood what I read on the wiki. So that's working properly. Now, this is one I would like to get automated, because it's a bit of a pain in the ass to make. But I don't know how it works, since it uses the the quartz cutting knife. So I'm gonna go downstairs actually. So let's see. I need to encode. Do I have any silicon here? Okay, I have one silicon, perfect. I need some redstone. Should probably just grab a full stack and some gold. Alright, let's see how this will work out. If I put this thing there, what I'm mainly wondering is if, because the ID changes on this, because it's, it has like durability, so the ID, the last two numbers change. So I wonder if that will screw up the pattern. Very curious to see how this is going to work out. So let's quickly make one of these, encode. It does just say quartz cutting knife, so I'm just wondering if that's going to work or not. So just quickly put it into the machine here. Put that in there. Now, if I remove, I actually shouldn't have any in there because this is the assembly, not the actual processor. So if I call it, say, make, it won't make 10 because I don't have the silicon for it. So there you go. That's one thing that I'm missing. Silicon, there you go. Grab one of these. And I need some quartz dust. Alright, so I need to make one for this thing. There you go. And then encode it so that it knows what to do. And I'll put this in here. Did I not encode it? Yep, it doesn't look like it did. Thought it did. Alright, let's try this again. Encode. Okay, now it's definitely encoded. There you go. Now something I've noticed here, it's kind of small, the processing area here. So I don't know if I'll have to make another induction furnace. Mainly because you use this induction furnace for a lot of things. Yeah, I wonder what I'll have to do about that. Alright, so now it knows how to get the silicon. So if I make the process, oh, I already made the assembly thing, so I don't want to make another one of those. Let's see, I want to make one. It should know what to do about silicon. It made it, but it hasn't crafted it. So I need to go upstairs and look at the crafting monitor. It is missing quartz knife. Currently crafting. Oh, that's because I have my quartz cutting knife in my hand. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's not bad at all then. It made an assembly. Perfect. Alright, so all I had to do was just leave the quartz cutting knife into the network, and it worked. Perfect. Now, if I put the assembly in here, and I grab one of these, gotta do it again, and then put it into the induction furnace, this should work. Got mosquitoes flying in my face. I love that. Alright, so let's grab all these, and let's say I want 3. I don't know why. So first it's gonna make the assemblies, and then it's gonna, wow, that's very quick. That's a lot quicker than I could ever make it. If you guys know how much I mess up in the project tables and looking at recipes and so forth, that is very quick, and that's why this thing is excellent for this. Now I'm actually just hitting the 24. I don't know. I think it might be a little bit over 24 minutes. So it's a perfect wrapping up point. As you can see, you can make some more advanced stuff like the processor. It's not really advanced, but you can always, like, I guess, scale it into more advanced stuff. Like for example, I made the copper cable, then I can make a circuit, then I can make an advanced circuit, and so forth and so on. Obviously, here this is going to be an issue for me. It's a bit small, the queue I guess you can make here. So I might have to make another induction furnace. Not the greatest thing. especially since I'm pretty much tapped out for space here. I pretty much measured it and had it purposely made this size for this many machines. So kind of ruins the symmetry and kind of the functionality of this room. I guess I won't make it just yet. Maybe once I do run out of space here, then I'll have to figure out a solution for it. But for now, I'm really glad the way this worked out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's a nice video. I think I was in a bit disappointed from the last one where I crashed twice and I didn't really like the way it came out. So yeah, until next time, bye.